Oh boy. Oh boy. It's Thursday. Almost said Tuesday. Our cow's wandering out around outside the base still. I haven't cleaned that up. Let's get some little tunes up and going here. Oh boy. There we go. Good morning. Oh. Again, I really need to ask my friend if they can change the thing. Change the time the server restarts. Alright. Is that not the right one? Is this the right one? There we go. Huzzah! Welcome, welcome. I realize I have not fetched myself my most important of beverages. But this is fine. So sometimes that's just how the day starts. Alright. It's Thursday. Today I was kind of thinking maybe doing Zoo Tycoon 2, but I think it's gonna be for next week. It's 5:13 a.m. You know what time it is. It's Minecraft time. No time to waste. Get up. It's super early in the morning. Except over here it's like... just a bit past 2. But any time is a perfect time for Minecraft. Alright, I got a lot of stuff that I want to bring back with me to the other place. And I have a few plans for today that I kind of was thinking about while setting up for the stream. One is not getting shot by the skeleton. But, ow. Okay, well, that task failed immediately. And that's it, that's the stream. No, but today's important tasks that I've put up for myself is 1. Find a donkey. Whether that is after I do the other thing, I don't know. But I do want to find a donkey and bring it back with me. And then task number 2 is build an aquarium over at the mountain base for our axolotls. Okay, there we go. Because them axolotls deserve a little bit of a bigger space than the small, whatever you would call it, that they have over at the first base. Probably last stream before my semester starts. Oh yeah, like school. Man, you must have had a long break. It's nice though. At one point off stream, I'll probably try and find some Silk Touch and build on this when I have the time. Because this is one of them projects that I also want to finish before I kind of inevitably take a break. Which is going to happen. I'm the only one that's consistently playing this game currently out of the friend group. So most of the creations are by my doing. My server now. That's what they get for not playing. If they want things their way, they should be playing. So I'm taking the opportunity to make things a little bit like I want them. I also kind of want to see if I can fetch that one box and actually name it potato. So that is done. And probably maybe make it so that it doesn't just run away into nowhere, which it might have likely is done anyways. So this is taking its sweet time. But it's just how it be when you have to walk. Probably should get some more wool also to fill out the rest of this. Because them skeletons can still technically spawn inside of here. If they so wished. This is this whole sand biome. But it's fine. It's just skeletons. It would be worse if it was something else. Alright, here we are. Wow. The pretty place. I like this place. I see that a lot of the trees have grown while I've been away, which is good. Which is very good indeed. Adds a little bit more to the scenery. Alright. Let us go. There? Let me grab this bush again. I grabbed some stuff from the upper base that I wanted to put over here. This is gonna be our main spot. So, kinda would be opportune to put some stuff there so that they're easy to get. Actually, while I'm doing this, I can go grab some drink. This is gonna take a bit. Nice. Just a moment. There we are. It's a nice thing that this just stops conveniently on its own. Ah, I didn't pick it up. There we go. Oh, good. Back at the mountain base. Home sweet home, honestly. But we could make this place a bit more like a home. I'm debating whether to have the aquarium be here on the upper floor, somewhere, like in the wall, or to have it like in its own little own place, like in the juncture there, or in one of these walls. But first let me store some of these things. I need to make more signs to mark out more of these. It's blocks of amethyst, a miscellaneous stone, or a material. I would say it's a miscellaneous stone. Yeah, we move these things around. There you go. Monster parts go in here. I got all of these things. There we go. Organized. Okay, so we did that. The chicken is still here. Ah! Whoa, world of Minecraft. Imagine. Did you ever find the missing cats? I don't recall. No, I have not. That's also another thing on the agenda. Possibly rescuing the cats. I also have a bunch of parrots to rescue from another spot where I left them, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to you for one day. There's like 7 parrots. That I just, like, let's sit in one place because I was exploring off stream. I should honestly go fetch all of those, but we got other things to do. I should probably go get those cats and then bring them all over here, and everyone will be like, why, Sabina, do you have like 3 cats? And I'm like, hee kitty, go purr. Which I forget. Let me see what the coordinates were for the kitties. Because I did take a screenshot of that. Oh boy, that's far. That's so far. It's like minus 5,772. Positive 1,286. Or, yeah, 286. I guess we could do that. It's not terribly far off, actually, considering our current coordinates. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go get those cats. Let's see, in what direction would we need to go? Not this one. We want to, wait. Okay, this way, and then we want to go positive. So, exactly this way. Oh. Bastards. Let's just ignore them. Yeah, I'm looking at you. We don't need to do any of that. On my way before. To be honest, it's a very good song. Okay, so this is the... No? Wrong direction? Oh my gosh, the coordinates. I can barely see them because it's on the white. And we want to go... Okay, this way. This is that direction. That's a cave I need to light up at some point. I do also have leads, just in case. We happen to have to cross some body of water. Oh, 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 oh. Careful. These mountains be precarious. Ow. It's fine. A little damage on the knees never hurt anyone. There we go, Liz. So this is basically the direction we're going to be going in for a good bit. Not too awfully long, but for a good bit. And on the way, we can keep an eye out for donkeys and whatnot. Because then there's also on the agenda today. Locate and bring back donkey. More caves, full of monsters. Known as monster caves. This is... So maybe I should increase the music slightly, because I don't know how well it is being picked up on the stream itself. Because I can hear it fine, but I've noticed that sometimes on the stream itself, it's actually not particularly loud. Or hearable. Let me turn it up slightly, even though this music at the present moment is kind of, it's kind of silly. Got it, looking for, Minecraft's some bugs. Of course. It's weird how there's no donkeys in Viva Pinata. There should be donkeys in Viva Pinata. Like, they had a prime opportunity to have donkeys that you then bred with the pistachio to get, like, mules. But no. Oh. What in the world? It's a lot of water. And this here. 2 golden blocks. Now, they're serving very precarious spots, both of them, so I'm not gonna try and get those. Wow. Why is there a clock in here? I'll take this, I guess. Also, I don't know what happened here, but that's an awful lot of water. That somehow is not flooding this place. Actually, we only hear your voice with a little of a robotic filter. I mean, it might... The sound that you might be hearing a little bit is my AC being a nuisance, which... I mean, it keeps my place warm, but... It loves to make the noise, even though I have it on quiet, which... Yeah, quiet. Sure. Well, I turned up the music a little bit, so hopefully it should be hearable. I could always turn it up more if necessary. Also, there's just so much water around these parts in between these mountains. There's more. Oh, horses. That and your keyboard ASMR. I asked it occasionally when the keyboard is heard, because my microphone is conveniently right next to my keyboard. Which, it's a little hard to move that. Well, I can technically move the microphone to the upper side of my desk, though then the issue becomes you being able to hear the sound of the computer. That sometimes lets out a faint but noticeable hum if I don't have the filter on to make it less noticeable. Like, if I was not playing with, like, the little limiter thing that I have going on that kind of filters out some of the background noise, then you would just be hearing the entire time, which is what I'm hearing right now. So thankfully you only hear it a little bit when I speak. Alright, we're getting closer to where the cats are. Also, that water, please. Please! We don't need the water caramel dancing like that. This is what I'm gonna call it now. Okay, we're on the right. Let's see here. Okay, we're at the right. Let's see. I don't know if is this Z? One of the coordinates is correct, which means that we just want to head in, I think, actually the direction that I'm currently facing. No, not this way. This way. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah. Alright, there we go. So we literally just head in this direction and we'll eventually find cats. Look at all these salmons. Ah, well, let's look at the salmons and not the water going crazy. which I should see if I can perhaps maybe update the shaders and if that will make it stop doing whatever that is. Because we don't need that. That is wholly unnecessary. It's an awful lot of holes in these mountainsides. I have a boat. What am I doing? Soon. Cats. Oh, there's a bunch of chickens. Water chickens. Also known as ducks. Wait, let's see. What was the... 5,000. Okay, so we need to keep on going. Just a little bit more. Oh, don't get stuck, girls. There we go. Here's some lava. Because of course, I will say, this hurts my brain a little bit to look at, but I much enjoy swimming in between these mountains. That's just a horse. No donkey. A horse literally living on the edge. More lava. More pumpkins that are just randomly scattered about. I'm not quite sure why that is. Alright, let's get off here. Gotta love the fact that the boat is an entity, so the best way to get rid of it is just to slash with sword. Or axe. Alright, I'm gonna keep my eye out for donkeys. This looks like prime donkey country. Curiously, duck chicken is kind of like the only kosher animal combination I've heard in fiction. It's a very strange combination of things. I'm gonna be honest, just combining birds together is not that exciting for a creature. Because so many of the birds just look the same. So you just get a slightly, like, maybe reasonable looking animal. Alright, keep an eye out. There's supposed to be cats around here. I know there's some around the coast. And there's drowned around. Let me see the exact coordinates. 5,700. Okay, so we need to keep on going. Not quite there yet, but almost. There's some little sheeps. Aren't they adorable? Hooah. More chickens. We're almost at the site where I died and lost my cats. I think I see it up ahead. It's a big beach. Alright. Hey! There they are! My sweet darlings. Yay! Got him. Now we have to bring them back. Which is an entirely different story. Alright, kitties. We know which direction to go, at least. Gosh. Now for the return journey, indeed. Not to go backwards. At least you guys teleport. That's all the cats. I'm gonna keep an eye out for a donkey though on our way back, since there's a big ass field. And I would enjoy a donkey. Just to have one. Precarious this looks. Alright. Let's take a peek-see around here. It is a big-ass field. Also, haha. Because donkeys are something called ass. I really don't understand where that came from. That whole term. But I'm just guessing it's words kind of just meaning many things. Alright. I know there's horses around here, but we don't need no horses. Even though horses are faster. Horses cannot carry chests. Which did you know? Aside from llamas, the two other rideable animals that can carry chests are donkeys and mules. Mules are technically better than donkeys, because they can actually inherit more of the speed from the horse if you breed a horse and a donkey together. But, who needs a mule? There's a lot of horses around here. Perfectly serviceable looking horses, but not quite what we're looking for. It's a ship. Sweet, sweet ship. Alright. Let's take one last look, because I'm pretty sure this is the end of the field here. Or not. Isn't this where it dips down into the water? Not quite yet. There's a forest here, though. And I realized that I'm going in the slightly wrong direction. I need to be heading in this direction to get back to the mountain base. Chip. Indeed, Chip. Chip is just a weird kind of like inside meme to myself. Sometimes you just gotta have those. It's like, why do you call sheep ships? It's funny too, like, just remove one E from the sheep word and you get ship. B! No, B, what are you doing? How to say sheep in Swedish? It's får. Which is coincidentally also the same name for, like, getting something. Like, I'm receiving something. Får. And then lamb is lam. Basically replace the B with an M. And you get baby sheep. So there's a funny little saying in Swedish where you say fårlam, which sounds silly, but is actually a legit like phrase where you're basically saying sheep receives lambs. Or sheeps gets lambs. So this is a very precarious place to sleep. Why would I sleep here? Don't do it, kitties! No. Thanks. Fucking, challenge sleeping up in here. I picked the most precarious spot possible. Last time I slept next to lava. This time I slept right next to cliff. Because it's fun. Lots and lots of water up in here. Let's be careful. Ow. That goes down pretty far. Gotta love all these precarious pitfalls. Speaking about bees, in Spanish we say oveja for sheep, and oveja for bee, and oveja for sheep. These are very close to each other. I imagine that sometimes you accidentally say the other. Alright, kitties. Good, they teleported. I love words that are very precariously close to each other. And then you just end up getting very interesting sentences if you accidentally say one of them wrong. I wonder how long we can go on land without having to deal with kitties in water. Because kitties are bad at swimming. Yeah, but at least they're both chubby and hairy. That is true. What things do sheeps and bees have in common? They're fluffy. They kind of bumble about a lot. And they're cute. They're also generally friendly unless you meet one that happens to have a bad day. More holes. Can't be a Minecraft stream without holes. Ooh, this is pretty. It's like a little valley. I enjoyed this site. This would be an excellent spot for like a little resort or something. Maybe I'll pin it for later. No, remember to like put a pin in it when ever been stung by a bee? That's actually one thing that I have not. I've never been stung by a bee or a wasp. I've been stung by a bumblebee before, and it was a terrifying and horrible experience as like a 6-year-old child who did not understand what the fuck was going on. But I've never been stung by an actual like bee or a wasp before. There have been times where I've thought I was pretty close to do it, but I've never actually been stung. Which I guess is a good thing. Mostly because I don't actually know if I've inherited my dad's, like... Because, like, he's not allergic to bee stings or wasp stings, but he's very, very, very highly sensitive to them. So I don't know if, like, I would have a similar reaction if I were stung by a bee. Which I hope not, because that would be bad. But generally, I kind of hope to never have to be stung by a bee. But I feel like I'm generally pretty chill around those kinds of animals. Except for that one time where there was just a giant wasp inside of my house. And I didn't know what to do. So I lured it out. After it got very tired. Ooh. Now this is precarious. Oh hey, this is the place for the portal thing. Are those poppies? Oh yeah, these are all poppies. I forgot to share this last time, but there's just a giant... This is a ginormous field of it's all poppies. It's just poppies. It's poppies and allium. Which, did you know? These purple little flowers are, actually onions. But it's just a giant poppy field. Behind the mountains. And I don't know why. There's so many of them. Because I'm pretty sure if you got like a flower field, there's supposed to be like a mix of flowers, but I guess the game was just like, what? No, you get one flower. Afghanistan moment. Do they have a lot of poppies? I would not know. I'm not very, well knowledged about many places in the world. Even though I kind of wish I was. There's a lot of interesting places on this earth. Oh, one of the trees that I planted has a beehive in it. That's nice. And there's just bees here now. Opium is Afghanistan's main export. Ah, yeah, because opium is made from poppies primarily. Bees. Guess we got close by bees now. That's good. We actually have poppies naturally growing around the area here where I live. They grow out in the backyard. Just like right next to the... Will this work? I hope the cats still teleport and I don't have to wander up manually. Meow. But I think poppies are pretty flowers. And they're also, my goodness. My mom wanted to take some of the seeds from the poppies. So she could plant some poppies around her garden. And my goodness, poppies have a lot of seeds. Oh yes, honey sheeps. Indeed, flying honey sheeps. I've never seen a poppy in real life. They're surprisingly big flowers. Honestly. Okay, the cats are teleporting. Good. Okay, so we managed to do one thing. We got the cats back. No donkey, but cats acquired. Don't get in the way, kitty. No, no, kitty, stop, stop. No, kitty, come back. Which is somewhat ironic because I'm a medical student. God fucking damn it. Yeah, isn't opium often used in like medical situations? So let me just get the cats to come back up here and then I can grab that cat. Where's the third cat? I feel like there's a cat missing somewhere. I mean, obviously there's one that just went down with the minecart. Alright, let me go get that cat. This is so dumb. This is really what they mean. This is what they mean by herding cats. This is the true definition. There we go. I want to accidentally hurt the kitty. when I take it out of the minecart, even though it's quite precarious. I sure hope you people enjoy minecart rides. Kitty, why? Why would you do that? Where's the third kitty? Because there's the striped kitty. There's the other kitty. And then there's the calico kitty. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go back up. And hopefully the kitty doesn't just go back down with the minecart again, because that would be kind of inconvenient. At that point, I wouldn't even want to go get it anymore. Like, if they want to be down there so badly, then they can. Quickly. Need to go up. Okay, there's the calico kitty. So all the kitties are still alive. That's good. I just hope they all manage to teleport back up here. Okay, calico kitty's here. Where's the striped kitty at? Because we have gray striped kitty. And then we have the brown striped kitty. Right. Not sure where the last kitty went. They're probably somewhere on the tracks, I would imagine. Which I'll fetch them later, I suppose. The tracks just be too fast for the cat. The kitty! Where do we want to put these things? There's the chicken. Let's sleep first so we don't have 3 million mobs hanging out outside. Oh, the cat is on the bed, even though I can't see it. Where is the cat? There's a cat here, apparently. But there's cat purring, but there's no cat. Did we accidentally make a Schrodinger's cat? Is that what happened? Because it really feels like that's just what accidentally happened here. I would not be surprised. Honestly. I guess a clock is a tool. Right, items organized. Is that cat still really not there? They're still purring. I guess the cat just exists, but also does not exist. This is fine. This is fine! Alright. Well, cats have been acquired. That's good. That's one thing off the list. Now, do we try to locate Donkey, or do we build aquarium? Because I kind of wouldn't mind constructing an aquarium of some sort, so that we can have the axolotls be in a better spot. Also because for some reason I really enjoy making aquariums in this game in general. I've made so many. Shooting, for the love of God, just open the box. Yes. We need to know. There's no purring anymore. Hmm. A cat, probably. Cats do something. Cats love boxes. Probably don't want this to connect with that. Unless we do. Oh, there's some coal behind here. And snow. That means we should probably not dig further out here unless we want to accidentally go outside. There goes that. And this goes into the mining room. How does one do? We could make this be like a little stair up, I guess, over this. Let's at least place down a torch so that we don't have any monster spawns. Still not sure where to put this funny thing. We could extend it in this way. Although, honestly, you wouldn't really see it very well that way. I feel like this way would make the most sense if you want to actually see the axolotls. You can have it go to the upstairs as well. Dude, let me check. Because the upstairs goes in a little bit. So, that would be interesting, I think. So we can hollow out some of this. Get rid of some of this deep slate. That's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this could be where you can look into the aquarium from the bottom. Then we need to check on how it would look like on the upper floor as well. The sad thing is that we can't have any tropical fish in this tank as well, which are like one of my favorite things is building an aquarium and finding really pretty generated tropical fish and putting them in an aquarium. But sadly, axolotls and tropical fish do not mix, mostly because the axolotls destroy them. So maybe we'll build a secondary aquarium somewhere else. Did you know? Here's a fun fact for you. There are 3,000 different, like, technically unique appearances for tropical fish. Let's see, where would this... In real life, it's the other way around. Axolotl versus tropical fish. Yeah, I mean, axolotls in real life may be predators, but they're not, like, particularly big predators, which means that they're more likely to be prey to big fish. Real life axolotls' hunting techniques are certainly something else, because they just kind of sit around and wait for something to get to next to their mouth, and then they, like, Kirby-style slurp. It's like, wow. Excellent technique. Let's see. This looks cool from here. But how does it look from up here? It actually also kind of looks cool. Yeah. My question though is, do we have glass? And would the glass actually look alright? I know we're not going to use colored glass, because colored glass is really bad with the shaders, because it gets the same kind of, like, shininess of the... the ice. I mean, this is the monster of... Let me see if I can make an attempt to, say this word. Sure. Let me read. Shoshimilku. Something like that. Or X. I love the letter X and trying to get it right. Don't try it. Well, I tried and it could have gone better, but you know. Can we connect these textures? Mayhapples. It's sushi milk. Oh. That makes more sense. Video settings. Connect these textures. Is the glass not connected? I'm guessing the glass doesn't have connected textures then. I mean, that's fine. There's just a little bit of style to it. At least the black borders of the glass kind of match up with the deep slate, which isn't the worst thing. Let's see. Do we have sand to make some more glass? It appears not. Maybe that would be another thing to do. Get more glass. And also get some sand so we can put it at the bottom. Or should one put clay at the bottom, considering that the axolotls hang out in those caves with the clay? I feel like that would make more sense. Let's put the deep slate in here. Let's see, do we have any clay? We should have clay. So, I just need to figure out where the fuck I put it. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope. There is a cat that I can't see. I'm convinced. Where? Do we not have any clay? Did I make it all into bricks? It would be very unfortunate if I did. I think I did. That is a shame. I guess we gotta go look for some clay. Which is not the most difficult thing in the world. There is a cat that we can't see! What the hell? That is so confusing. How am I supposed to make the cat sit down if I can't see it? Huh? I think that might have just been part of the musics. That sound effect. Alright, let's go get us some clay. And hopefully this cat will be alright that we can't see. Still can't see this bastard. Not sure why that is. I'm pretty sure that's not like a shader thing. Pretty certain it's not the case. I think the game just don't know how to make the cat appear. Alright, let's... Oh, there's a zombie here that's stuck. Too bad. I just want to get down here to get some stuff. And also light up more caves. Lighting up more caves means less monsters. Ah! Golly. There's a lot of iron in here. And not that much clay. But I'll take some iron. These axolotls are only from the lakes today. The surroundings they are very rare, even under Golden Age. Oh yeah. There are some animals that are just like in one specific location. Which is very fascinating how it's just like, yeah, they just live in this one very specific area. And have never been found anywhere else. It's like that one small, tiny-ass natural preserve, which is literally just like a small puddle inside of a tiny-ass cave that happens to house one very specific fish that doesn't exist anywhere else. And thus, they have to preserve that one cave so that those fish don't die out, because apparently they just... If you try to take them out of the cave, they don't do well. It's just... Nature can be quite fascinating at times, I will say. It's endemic species for... Yeah, they're just too cool to be anywhere else. It's like, what's that? You want to take me out of my environment? To preserve me? No, you can't. This zombie is just gonna murder itself trying to get to me. You dumb fuck. There's no clay down here, but... You know. At least I'm getting this cave lit up. Which is good. Oh. Yeah, you can blow up over there. That's fine. There we go. Well, I got some iron. It's not at all what I was looking for, but I'll take what I can get, I guess. Gosh, there's so much of it here. I know that they said that the cave, like the mountains, would have like a shit ton of iron, but this is just ridiculous. Alright, let's get out of here. This cat is still here. Or is they? Or are they? I don't know. Although, when I get to see this cat again, I'm gonna name it Schrodinger and then just revel in the fact that it's stupid. Hey, it's this cave that was down here. Interesting. Alright, well, we didn't get any clay from that. I'll put this in the smelter, I guess. And then... I know one place that has guaranteed clay, and it's the place right outside of the first base. But that's traveling. It's a lot of work just to get some clay. We don't want to accidentally let this chicken out. This chicken is here to stay. Put that in there, put that in there. Store this stuff away. Guess the dripstone can go in there. Monster parts. Alright. Alright. Or I could go look around and see if we can find a one of them caves that actually have this stuff, because I know there's a place that has a flowering azalea near-ish to this place. I just need to remember where that was. Do I have a bucket? I do have a bucket, just in case we find... I think it's the blue one that we're missing. The blue lottle. I forgot that this dog is up here. Where now, Captain? We are trying to find an azalea. There's also mountain dogs. Now, I guess I could also go looking for donkeys and have that scratched off my list as well. Which wouldn't be too bad. I do want one. So you said when the other people get on, I can be like, check this out. Donkey. Oh, there's a fox up here. A regular colored fox. Which is strange. Hi there, little guy. Proceeds to run away from me. Hmm? Wood? Wood? It looks like someone has built themselves a secret cabin up here, unless this is a villager house. There's a path here. This is a villager house. Hmm? Oh, there's just a village up here. I did not know that. All this time, there was just a village on the other side of the... Don't go in. It's suspicious. Might be trapped. But it's not a player house. Luckily. There's just a strange village over here. And... Huh. I had no clue that this place existed. That's how a lot of horror films start. Where it's just like, a strange cabin in the woods? Well, this is barely the woods, but still. It's a very strangely arranged village, but I like it. Although that sun is bright. It's just like, I have never seen this here before. Legitimately, though, that could have been somebody's house, and I wouldn't have known. Though, considering the fact that nobody else really plays too much on the server because they're busy, I wouldn't expect much. Though one of the people did state that they wanted to have a cabin on, like, the mountain as well. So, like, I'm like, have they been doing things while I've not been watching? So there's some rabbits. Get out of the way, rabbits! I'm on the lookout for things. Specifically azalea trees. So that I know where one of them caves might be. Oh. Careful. Very careful. Very, very careful. It's pretty far down. I don't like the fact that the cat is just following us this entire time. Like, I don't know, it makes me concerned. There's more dripstone. Hey! We can see you now! The cat decided to appear. Well, we're conveniently far away from home. And by far, I mean, it's just a little bit. The shaders don't help for depth perception. Not too much, though to be fair, I'm gonna be honest, even without the shaders, the depth perception is not easy. It looks really pretty. No azalea, no. Sweet berries. Get out of the way, chickens. We're trying to find places with clay. Remember when you can only get clay in, like, really, really deep underground if you're lucky, or in those, like, lakes in the swamps? And there was, like, the 1-2 spots that you can find clay regularly. What a world. Could just dig down and see if we find anything. But, I don't know. I don't mind exploring. There's an Enderman somewhere nearby, apparently. Though I kind of want to... Maybe I should just bring this cat home so that it can sit down and I can feel content that it won't just accidentally fall into a giant pit. Considering how often I end up finding very strange and deep holes. Yeah, I mean, why would you bother with bricks anyway? I mean, the only thing that... Meanwhile, bricks are right as a building material. They're not the best thing in the world. There are blocks that I prefer way more. The one good thing about bricks is that you can make flower pots out of them. I kind of want the clay is to make the environment for the axolotls be more accurate than putting in sand. But, you know. Also, gotta love this collection of music tracks from New Leaf, and it's filled with sound effects as well. Like, they couldn't just get the music itself. Though, to be fair, YouTube really does not like them Animal Crossing musics. Which is a darn shame. Because I just want to enjoy listening to Animal Crossing. And they're like, no. We're gonna get rid of all of the videos that have the things in it, because... Copyright things. Oh, there's an azalea tree. Axolotls aren't even cave dwellers from Daylife. No, they're not. Oh, the cat hurt! Because of ice. Oh, the snow. Okay, cat is good. Okay. Nintendo copyright. Nintendo copyright is the worst copyright. So there's apparently a cave around here. How far are we from mountain base? I can just have Kitty stay here. Not too awfully far away. Let's just move Kitty over here so I can... Oh! Kitty! Wait. Yeah! Wander around everywhere and accidentally missed a tree that's like right outside. Classic. Come here, Kitty. You're staying inside. And hopefully this time you don't just randomly disappear. There. Sit down. Actually, let me just set my respawn. For my own sake. Let me see, I think down here goes down into a cave system. There's some emeralds right there. No, give me emeralds! Think. And hopefully this time you won't disappear. Dad moment. No. Apparently that's just a thing that happens. As someone who has not had a disappearing dad, I feel like it's a very strange phenomenon. Is conceptually. But it happens more often than you think. Alright, let's see if we can get into this, this cave. If there's... Maybe there's a convenient opening somewhere, so I don't have to dig. And make it just a random hole. Aha! Careful. This will do the trick. I hope. I've been here before. Let's go down this stream. On stream. Uh-huh. Did your letter change noises? You sound a bit different now. I'm not sure. I could check if the microphone is the right one. Yep. Might just be me being a bit sniffly. Or the AC being more quiet. Not entirely sure. Ah, my AC is doing some shenanigans. Aka going in and out of doing its noises. The catchphrase, yep. That's the noise that's the noise you make when you see a creeper. Don't wanna have to dig. So let me go over there. I guess I can swim in the stream and see where that takes me, even though it's precarious to do so. Hi. Tropical fish. Lots and lots of tropical fish. This is just the evil hole. Does this hole lead literally anywhere? Because it does not look like it. This is just a death trap. This is a bad hole. Oh, this just leads back up here. This is trash hole. We don't like this hole. I thought this would actually lead me somewhere, but it's just fish in here. And that's about it. Garbage hole. Let me get out. Let me escape. Please. Please. I don't want to be there. Well, this cave kind of stinks. Also, these fish are... Where are you going? Where are these fish going? I think those caves are called sea notes. Mayhapples. Also, these... I don't know what these tropical fish are doing. They're being like salmon right now, swimming up the stream. They got places to be. Oh no! What? Oh, thank you, powdered snow. Well, they're a bit common in the Yucatan Peninsula. That is neat. Also, honestly, having caves that are just like filled with water that you can go swim in, and then it just is a dead end. It's terrifying. And also horrible death traps in real life as well, which is why you shouldn't swim in caves. All right, let me dig. There's supposed to be a cave around here. I don't see it, but that's what the freaking azalea says. Lots of underwater cave passages under the jungle. Yeah. Secrets, and by that I mean no. It's places one should not touch. Because A, potential death trap. B, probably a lot of creatures in there that you don't want to bother. A lot of them end up leading to the sea. Oh boy. That's also not great. If you accidentally get swept away. Okay, this is where the azalea grows. You can tell by the roots. I'm lazy. I'm just gonna have this lead me. Unless it's not gonna lead me further. Please. Skeleton converts to stray. Interesting. I forgot that they can do that if they sit around in snow. Alright, this is gonna take a sec. That didn't scare the shit out of me or anything. Love it when the thing doesn't properly load in and then it's just space. Oh, is this where this ends? Come on. We want to find this little cave so we can get some clay. I'm honestly sad there's not more you can do with the clay in this, aside from, like, terracotta and bricks, which Who even does anything with terracotta, honestly? It can be several kilometers underground and be extremely gigantic in length of its remains. These sources of water. That is actually very neat. Yeah, the notes. I assume that's how you pronounce that. It's like those, like, just groundwater springs. Also, this is just going by very far down. I know we're pretty high up on the y-axis, but come on. It's not even in Spanish. I remember I had Spanish class back in freaking elementary school, and we had the worst teacher ever for that, which is sad because it was actually interesting to learn things. But that guy just did not know what he was doing. I don't even think he qualified as a teacher. But, you know. Oh my god, I could tell the story about good old Jorge as we knew him. The man who suddenly one day just disappeared and never came back. Spanish is a very interesting language though, but you know, sometimes teachers are not good. At least it wasn't the French teacher I had before I switched over to Spanish, because oh my goodness, she was something else. But Jorge was a whole night for a story. Also, this is deep. But he was a very interesting guy in that he definitely knew Spanish, 100%, and was pretty good at speaking it himself. But teaching it, on the other hand, was maybe not his strong suit. In that he would just give us A's for doing anything slightly right. Like, we'd say a word correctly, and he was like, you get an A, you get an A, and you get an A, and I'm not even sure if it was completely serious, and I'm like, what is this class? Most of the time we just ended up watching movies where he put the language to Spanish and then put the subtitles to either Swedish or English, and I'm like, this is definitely education right here. This is a very pretty cave. Lots and lots of clay that we're looking for. But we would just end up watching a lot of movies, and he would show off the fact that he can draw perfect circles with absolutely no effort. And that was basically the classes. Until one day after summer break, we just didn't show up to class. Like, multiple times. We would just not have a teacher that day. And of course, we as the students were like, wait, where's this guy? Aren't we supposed to have Spanish? So we mostly used this class, the Spanish class, to do upper stuff. And eventually we got to know that apparently Jorge had just disappeared. He's disappeared into the fucking ether, apparently, because even the upper teachers and the principal were like, we don't know where he is. He has not said anything. He's... Oh! Holy moly. Sorry for that. I did not expect it to go down this far. But... he has disappeared, and nobody knew where he went. The only thing that we had a clue on maybe where he went was that he was talking about going to visit his grandma, or I think mom, in Peru or something. Like, that was what he was talking about before summer break. So we assumed that probably that was what happened, but we just never saw him after that again. And the school had to look for a teacher for Spanish class. Because, oh gosh, this is horrible. This is awful monster cave. Now this is a battle arena. That guy doesn't help us for all the stereotypes of laziness we have. No. No, no, no. The Spanish teacher we got afterwards, I forget her name, she was actually very nice. And was actually interested in us learning, even though at that point, she had free students, me included. Which, I mean, that's not too bad. But it's not too hard to teach people if you only have free students. So, at least the last year of Spanish class was nice, because she was really sweet. Get out of there. Yeah, I know. I don't want to be in the fucking monster super death pit. That place is just danger. I already got a lot of clay as well, so I should leave this place and never return back. And by that I mean I probably will return back here someday. This place is something else. Let me grab some moss. I like moss. Now, how do we get back up in an easy manner that isn't is death-porting out of here? I might just fast travel out of here just for convenience sake. Because having to climb back up is something else. Also, this is just... I shake my head over how bonkers this place is. Let's just do this. This is the easiest way. This is no effort way. I never tried a foreign language, at least not formally with teachers and all. I mean, we had it as a, like, mandatory thing, unless you were, lacking in English, in which case you could take, like, extra English, in quotation marks. Which, I was already pretty okay at the English, so they were like, no, you have to pick either German or Spanish. And because of the fact that my dad does not like German, the language, I was just like, oh, fine, I'll take fucking Spanish then. I'll take Spanish because I need to pick a language, and I do not mind. I did pretty alright in it, all in all. Although, I'll be honest, after not having done any Spanish for like, my gosh, how many years now? You kind of forget a lot. Which is why, personally, I'm pretty sure that when it comes to languages, you need to kind of keep them up and practice regularly and use it regularly, or else you just gonna slowly but surely lose some of those, some of the things that you've learned. So I've forgotten a lot of this stuff that I once knew. But it's just because I didn't have any applicable places to use it commonly, because I didn't have anybody regularly speaking it to me, so it's like, where do I use this? Does your dad not like the language, or the German people? He has a interesting relationship when it comes to just Germany in general. He is not a fan of Germany. Which, for understandable reasons, even if I'm pretty sure that there have been many efforts to, you know, have things not be like they once were. No, he does know a bit of German himself because he had to learn it in school. I'm gonna be honest, I do not keep track of the things he knows. He also knows how to say ear in Spanish for some reason. Sorry to hear that. That's fine. I mean, I'm just like, I understand history, but you know, some people will always have strange relations with places and whatnot. Sometimes for understandable reasons, sometimes for not so understandable reasons. I've actually been to Germany once on a school trip. And it lasted a couple of days. That was a very strange time. Going on a field trip that lasted multiple days. I was like, no! You're telling me I'm missing one fucking... I'm missing one clay block. I'm missing one thing of clay. This is sadness. At least make this corner be something else then. I'll put a rock in here. So that it's for decorational purposes, it'll be a rock. Not at all trying to cover up that I am missing one thing. But it was very fascinating to go to Germany to look at stuff. Because I'm pretty sure it was primarily for history class that we went there to look at important sites and whatnot. Although having a bus ride that took like 6 hours was something else. I mean, Dutch just have a stereotype of getting angry easily and having low patience for chit-chatting. I will say one thing when I was visiting Germany. German people, in general, at least in the stores, they didn't like, they did not want to try and speak English with you. It was as if they tried to refuse to say anything in English, and I was like, why? Why do you refuse to communicate? Although I did have the most interesting interaction ever that I personally find very amusing was that I wanted to buy a souvenir when I was there with the money that I had brought. Because I was like, I need something. I brought a cup. That was easy enough. And I wanted to buy something a bit more substantial. So I found this store that was selling a bunch of plushies and whatnot. And I was like, this is perfect. I want to get something from this shop right here that I can bring with me and say that I got this from Germany. And I was going to buy this little raccoon plush. Because I thought it was adorable, even though it was like, oh my god, it was like 30 euros, which overpriced as shit. But I wanted it. Because I wasn't going to use the money on anything else when I was there. So I wanted this raccoon plush. And the lady that was at the counter, I could just tell on her face, and just generally, she did not speak English at all. She probably knew zero English. So when we were, like, when I was at the counter, I pointed towards, I was having to kind of make do with the most simple of communication possible, which is not saying anything. It's pointing at the raccoon plush, nodding, and she like scans it and puts in the price, and then points at the little thing that shows the price of the thing, and I pull out the money, and she just happily nods, and we used to say nothing the entire interaction, and there's nobody else in the store, and I was like, it's like, how do you express gratitude without being able to say thank you? But I got the raccoon plush, and that was one of the weirdest experiences I've ever had with being in a store that I can ever recall, and it was I don't understand why some people are just so against trying to, you know, communicate, but what do I know? What do I know? I just found it very amusing. It's just like, point, nod, exchange currency, leave, wave. But I still don't understand why do plushies have to be so goddamn expensive? I just want a little thing. Just a little thing. And then plushies are just like, here, this thing costs like $300 million. Do you want it? And I'm like, no. Not if it's $300 million. Alright, what would we want for background for this little place, for these little lottles? Maybe tough? Let's see what tough looks like. We can intersperse it with some deeps, like, probably. There we go. Sometimes it's tough. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. There's a lot of things which I don't understand why they're so heavily priced when, in fact, it's not even like something that you'd need. I also heard that Germans don't like to speak Germans with non-Germans, and this is kind of the language for the Outlanders. And apparently that's a thing that's also with like French people. It's just like we don't speak English, nor do we want to actually speak the language that we know with you. But like, why? At least here in Sweden, we kind of have to. Like, did you know? If you don't know English, you're much less likely to actually get a job, especially if it's like a place with customers or services. Because they require you to be able to speak English, just on the off chance that someone who comes in who doesn't know Swedish, you can at least speak English with them. So at least we got that going for us. Unlike France and Germany, who's just like, what's that? No, we're not gonna say anything in English. Yes, this actually looks pretty nice, kind of combined. I don't know. I find it peculiar. But there's a lot of people outside of France to speak French, like a fourth of the world. Yeah. Like, isn't there a really big part of Canada that speaks French? And then there's parts of, there's some African countries that also speak French. Which, I mean, French is a bit more widespread than, like, German. Which I forget sometimes that French is actually spoken in more places than just France. I'm guessing it's just some European countries they just have people that are very I don't know what you would even call it. Prideful? Not even that. It's more like there's I honestly don't know what's a good word for someone who just does not want to speak enough her language to be able to communicate with people. Like, even at the fast food places that we went to in Germany, they just refused to speak English. Though to be fair, if you go to a lot of places in, like, I don't know, America or, like, the UK, they refuse to speak anything but English. So, there's a lot of places that have similar things, but I feel like you probably notice it a bit less. Because people have just gotten used to that. Oh yeah, English is just the language that is most commonly spoken, and thus you should be able to speak it sort of anywhere to at least sort of have people understand you. Even if that's not very much the case at all. Considering there are plenty of places that just don't even know what English is, or rather, where English is a very, very small minority of the languages spoken. So, like, even though it's like, oh, it's an international language, I feel like it's not that reliable as you would expect it to be if you're going to places. Or at least some places. Alright. So we filled this up. We just need water and a little bit more glass. Well, actually, we need more glass up top as well. Let's see what this looks like from the second story. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. We just need some decorations up in here. And that should do us a solid. Though we need to find some sand if we want some glass. Where's the food chest? I know it's somewhere around here. There it is. Alright, let's go get some sand. I mean, it's kind of hypocritical for France to refuse to speak French with Outlanders considering all the colonies they had. Yeah. Honestly. I feel like a lot of people forget that France was also one of those countries that had a lot of colonies in places. People always point at, like, the UK for that stuff, but, like, they were not the only ones. Goodness, were they not the only ones. But, oh, you know. Hypocrisy is not unusual. And here we go. Probably should move some of these up. That's fair. I have mixed feelings about colonization without it, why wouldn't it exist? I mean, I can understand that. I mean, a general thing is just, it's not done a lot of good things. I'll say that much. Though, it would be very interesting to see a world where it didn't happen. Like, what would the world look like? Probably different, but kind of in what ways are... Wouldn't be entirely certain if we weren't able to take a peek into such a reality. Oh, there we go. Let's just go through here and grab us some sand. stock up on some supplies back at the first base. We can maybe also grab the axolotls, I guess. See if we have enough enough buckets for it. What else did we got going on today? Because I was thinking about some stuff before stream. Just like general points of topics. Is big part of streaming. Just being able to keep on speaking and saying things. And talking about interesting topics. Because sometimes the game isn't entertaining enough. Like me, I'm just walking through a tunnel right now. But sorry, I had to angrily stare at my AC because it's being noisy. Because apparently it's cold outside, even though it's plus degrees. Which... Why are you being more noisy when it's actually warm outside compared to when it was cold outside? I don't understand. Machines, man. I feel like Latin Americans have to also acknowledge that without Spanish we wouldn't have an identity. Pre-Hispanic America is a lot more chaotic than we think. True, I suppose. There's a lot of them things that are things one can think about. Alright, we're here. I was being noisy again. Why? Stop it. Like, it normally does that noise when it's, like, clearing out ice from its system. When it's too cold outside and the, like, water that forms ends up freezing. At this point, I can't tell what are the hellish noises of the nether from your AC noises. I mean... This AC this might as well come from the nether. Sand! We've got some sand in here. Should grab some extra just in case. I'm gonna grab these clay. This clay doesn't need to sit here. I'm gonna grab anything else other than this sand. Oh yeah, buckets. We want buckets. I'm sure people won't mind if I use all of the iron just to make a bunch of buckets. What are they gonna do about it? Come into the server and complain? I doubt it. What's it called? How the nether kinda uses Spanish people. I just... I would not know. Does it have sort of a funny funny word thing going on? Because that happens sometimes. me grab these boys. The squeaky boys. Come here. Come here. I don't want to have to go in there and grab you. Alright, 1. We're fishing for some axolotls. Come to the surface. 2. Come on. I don't actually think that works for axolotls, that's just cats. Oh, damn it. Oh, come here. Because of 80 years of the war of the Dutch independence, it's a religious experience between Catholics and Protestants. Oh. I think I get it. That is pretty fun. Come back here! Please. Ah. 2 more. Come on. Come on. Come on, little guys. Please. Please. It's been 2 hours already. Yeah, time flies. Time flies really fast when you're having fun. Damn it! I missed my opportunity. I'm gonna go for a little bit more. I'm at least gonna bring these guys back and get the glass done for the tank. Hello. Welcome, welcome. We're trying to fish for some axolotls. God damn it! Come back here! Please. I needs it so I can move you to an aquarium. Hello. Ah. Wait, did I get one? No. Come here! I don't want to have to jump in and get you guys. Come on. Please. He's mocking me by spinning around. Please! Mexico, we have a saying, time flies when your life is going to shit. That's not... It's quite different from the typical English saying. Ah! There you go. You silly dinkles, I got you. You have been captured. So that I can bring you over to a better aquarium. No, let's go grab some extra sand. If there's any sand around. To be collected. One click. Ah! I can get shot, but I got the reflexes. Get out of here, skeleton. Rude boy. There's sand here, I guess. Me. Snag a little bit of this. It's probably the worst way to do this, but... Need sand. Or aquarium. There's a around here. Too bad, bud. Oh, there's a baby drowned. I don't like you, small, nasty little child. Gremlin child. Get out of here. Oh, dude. The skeleton dropped the shitty bow. Ain't that nice? It's actually more decent than some other bows that I've seen skeletons drop. Which isn't saying much. But you know. Come here. Alright. So every time I try and get dressed while wearing my headphones, I end up sweep kicking them to my face. That is a... them off my face. I mean, I figured that it's not very easy to get dressed while also wearing headphones. I can say that I don't have an easy time doing so. Unless it's a particularly, like, big shirt or sweater or something. There we go. We got a little bit of decoration blocks. We almost got a whole stack of sand. Let's grab a little bit more sand so we can have a full stack. There's some clay here too. Me like. Uh-huh. Inefficient digging on my stream? It's more likely than you think. Well, sure, we'll have one extra sand. And then my inventory is all full. Excellent. I don't think I changed my spawn point, so let's just fast travel for convenience sake. And it'll make things a lot easier on myself. How are people doing on this fine Thursday? I try almost always keep on accidentally saying, it's Tuesday. Let's fast travel, Drowns. Fast travel to God. It is not flashy. It is not, like, the most ideal way of fast travel, but it works. Let's put in this sand. Literally used woke up. And that's how some days be. There we go. I mean, it's a good start for today. Also, for those that weren't here earlier in the stream, I actually got the cats back. So they're here now. And this guy was just not showing up for a good chunk of the stream. He is now dubbed Schrodinger. Let's grab some of this glass. St. Peter would like, nope, you're going back down. No, get out of here. There, we're slid. Let's see if we have... I have kelp, which will... it'll help fill out this this place. I got no. Wasting glass. How dare I? I do very much enjoy that the wastage of glass comes with the price of hearing the fucking glass breaking noise. It's like you fucked up. Now you get the crash. There we go. Sweet. Should probably fill this up before I put in some water, but it's fine. We need at least one more bucket. I need one more bucket so that I don't do some things also. Am I getting a call? Who is calling me at this hour? I don't know you. If I don't know the number, I'm not gonna answer. No worries. Grammar is never a concern here while saying ringtone. I just have the default one because I don't know how to fucking change it. Must be car insurance company. I looked up the number earlier if it's the same number that called me earlier in the morning, which is, like, apparently they claim to be a company that helps you with, like, your drainage and sewage and stuff, but apparently they're not real, and they're just a ploy scheme to try and get information from you. You're calling me about your Minecraft extended warranty. One fear. At this point, I'm just like, if I don't immediately recognize the number, or like I've saved it to my phone as something important, like my job coach, for example, which I've saved, like, answered yes. But like if I can recognize what it is, and if I look it up and it's like some stupid nonsense, then I'm not gonna answer. Like, I don't have time for that. Alright, let's see if we can make the kelp grow right there. Also, it's very appropriate that we have cat noises to music. Which, some of those cat noises are indeed from the music, and not from these cats. But this shout out goes to my eye doctor, whose caller ID is, and I'm not joking about this, your doctor. I mean, it's straight to the point. Is it not? Like, you're not gonna go, oh, who's this? It's your doctor. What about Doctor Who? That's a TV show that I've never watched. It's like having a caller ID that says, you know who, and no one is going to pick that up. You know exactly who this is. You can trust this number. It's like having your phone thing be like, not a scam. Please pick up. You can trust. Like, no. If you have to say that I can trust you, then, like, I'm not, no. This is a threat, pick up your phone. No. You have to pick this up, it's an emergency. No. The only emergency I'm having is that you're calling me in the first place. I don't like phone calls. In this house, we do not like phone calls. At least not phone calls from strangers. Like, those are wholly unnecessary. Though at least they're not people knocking on your door, be asking you, hey, do you want to fucking buy some fish? The only part of phone calls that I hate is trying to leave a message. I was surprisingly never left a message. Apparently talking to people is way easier than voicemail. Fair, because then you don't have to try and format yourself. Because if you accidentally say some things, then it's just like, yeah, it's because you're talking. Alright, I think it's filled out. For the most part. I can't see any spots where there's flowing water necessarily, and the axolotls won't be affected by the flowing water anyways. No. Have I ever told you people about the time when, not once, but twice, I had, people come and knock on my door, wanting to sell me some crap. And both of them offended me greatly by being like, okay, the first one was like, it's this poor guy led the conversation with the worst opening possible. Which is like, hi, are your parents home? And just, there are some things where I'm like, yes, I am short. I do look young, but motherfucker, I am 22. I was just like, I am the owner of this house. I live here. And he has tried his hardest to excuse himself and apologize so profusely. But, like, at that point, if you're gonna open up with that, I don't even care about what you're trying to offer me, sir. Just leave. At least the other guy who wanted to try and sell me fish. Which, who the fuck goes door to door selling fish to people, by the way? But it's just, at least he opened with like, are you the one who owns this house? Like, are you the owner of this establishment? And I'm like, yes, I am. Really want to clip it, especially with the motherfucker. Didn't you have a neighbor who would say, hey, you want bread? Yeah, it was my landlord. My landlord just fucking knocked on my door one day and he was like, hey, do you want... Wait, I was outside watering the flowers and he just opens his door and he's like, hey, Sabina, do you want some bread? And I'm like... Big question marks over my head. And I said yes. And I got bread. Yes, even I'm a dog. I'm 22 years old and nobody have to say that to me. Well... When you're 4'11", 4 feet, 11 inches, and look like I do, then people assume things. Which is the stupidest shit ever. It's like those people that thought I was in 6th grade. When I was like in high school. No! No! You fools! Go back in! Go back! Go back! Shoo! Back in there! What's that? In human units. Unlike, you know, normal units. Like 151 centimeters? Sometimes 152. As in, it's fucking inconsistent because, you know, sometimes you wear shoes when you take your measurements, even though you're not supposed to wear shoes while you take your measurements. My sister's like that. She was asked when her age when she was in first wall. And I feel like I don't care for alcohol, but I feel like every time if I were to try and actually buy alcohol, they would always ask for my ID because they would not believe that I'm a almost 23-year-old person. Which is annoying, but, you know, the adventures of being tall. It's also funny when my best friend was here visiting. My best friend is like 6 feet flat. That was small. You must be a patat. I am a bit of a patat. I'm 1.83 meters. That's pretty tall. That's taller than I'll ever be. But my friend is like 6 foot flat, which is somewhere around there. And it's very funny. Stop it, you little guys. Go back in. But it's very funny when they were visiting here. And almost every single person at the store places tried to, like, engage speaking with my friend instead. Because they were like, ah yes, clearly the taller person is the one who is, go back in. is the one we're going to address, even though my friend knows zero Swedish and was just like, no, 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 no. I'm not the one who you want to talk to. You want to talk to my much smaller friend, please. Maybe try placing a block at the entry point of the aquarium to stop them from swimming out, or a fence. Probably. I was gonna place down some blocks, but these fellas are just like, ooh, outside! Please go back in. Just swim back in. You want to be in the water. This is really annoying. You guys. But it was very funny because I had to initiate all the things in like the stores and whatnot. But every time they were like, no, taller person. Please! You people are making me mad. As in, please just go in. Been called by a Scandinavian is one of the best compliments I've heard in a while. Yeah, apparently there's some kind of stupid rumor thing where it was like, oh yeah, Scandinavians are always so tall. Fucking, no. They're not all tall. I can attest to that, being one myself. Yes, go back in. 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 I'm gonna freaking restrict your access if you don't go in. Go in. You know what? I have these. I'll tell you, you are definitely tall. Being 1.83 meters is pretty tall. Please come in. Yes, good. Good. I don't appreciate the lag that is currently happening on this server, but I'll have to live with it. Just go back in. Just go in. Oh my god. Our dog has failed as a Scandinavian. I can't believe that our Scandinavian is not tall. I want a refund. You know what I want a refund on? These fucking axolotls. Stop it. Please, why are they swimming around? Stop it. Please. Block the water flow. This is content. I want to block the water flow, but I want these guys to be in there. Stop. Apparently when they have leads, they go zooming. Please. Stop. Come back here. You fucker. Alright, let me just fucking block this off for now, and then whatever axolotl is still out here, I'm gonna have to, well, actually, this is a bad idea. These guys are gonna get hurt! They're trying to go in, because they want to be in the water. Yes, go in! Unless they can't jump. I don't think they can jump. Quickly! There we go. Got him. Glad to learn that apparently attaching axolotls to yourself turns you into a small planet. Apparently they used to orbit you, like the moons of Saturn. Alright, we got him. This is just a funny one. Alright, we got him! That was a lot more needlessly stressful than it ever needed to be, but we got him. The boys have been contained. Let's see what it looks like from up here. It would be rad if all axolotls were white. I mean, kind of like the different colorations. We're still missing the blue one. Well, this is the most unnecessary, complicated axolotl aquarium creation I've ever seen. Yep. It didn't need to be this way. But that's just how it ended up being, and it was very much a joy. But now they're in there. We've contained them. And we have the kitties who sit in here. They were just watching the entire thing. I'm sure they had fun. Alright, let's put these things back. What do they eat in real life, though? I'm pretty sure they hunt very small creatures like water insects and perhaps even small worms. Eat worms and underwater bugs. Yep. And their main method of hunting is just chilling. They chill and wait for the thing to pop up by their head, and then they do like a Kirby style inhale. I want to continue watching that, but I need to go do some morning stuff. I'll be back hopefully. Well, good luck with your morning things. I'll be continuing for a little bit more. We've gotten 2 out of the 3 things done today, which is not bad. But there's one thing. There is one thing that still remains. And it's a donkey. It's a goddamn donkey. That's the one thing that we have left on the checklist that we have not finished up yet. And if I want this to be the perfect stream, then I gotta find myself a donkey. Because then we'll have... Oh, is Potato still here? Okay, I need to do something else as well, if I still have the iron for it. Because I heard Potato. I want to make sure that he's actually named Potato. Typing on mobile is something else. I say as someone who cannot null type on my phone very well, even though you'd think, if you had smaller fingers, it would make for an easier time to type. But, alas. Nothing can save me from wanting to type on a keyboard. What are we doing? Name tag. Anvil. Potato. How do we do an anvil? Anvil. Amazing. Then we can just slap that down right there. Potato. And then we put our metals back. Alright, let's go find this fox. Name it Potato. Bring it over here. And then go looking for a donkey. And see if we can finish off the stream. Taking off all the marks. Where's this fox at? I heard him earlier. I mean, it was 10 past 5 a.m. when the stream started. I was going to open up my PC in time. Stream at the earliest hours. Where's this fox at? I heard it. I heard it squeaking. Is it hanging out underneath here again? Yell if you see a white little fox somewhere. I heard him. Where are you, you little bastard? Were they hanging out with the goats? Because I heard them when we were all the way up here. Oh, that's not the guy. Everybody asks you what does the fox say, but nobody asks for the fox style. There's an orange fox, but that's not potato. Potato is a Arctic fox. Also, is this a screaming goat? It is a screaming goat. Excellent. Or can foxes change color? Because there might just be potato, but with a different color. I wouldn't know. Or will they be the new potato? Sitting. You know what? You'll be new potato. Right like the foxes. Don't bucket the fox. Look out for the goats. There's a lot of goats. And I remember last time they bucked me almost off the fucking cliff. Those bastards. Look at him jump. I'm trying to make the fox want to cut the potato. But it's not. Shh. Buddy, come here. I can jump up the blocks faster than you. Ta-da. What items do goats drop? Goat horns? I think? No, you have the lead! No, motherfucker! Get it back! It's fine. You bastard. Can I perhaps trade you? Hey, hello there, goat. Could you not, goat? Goat, we're having very important things here. Can I trade you the lead for this potato? Okay, thank you. Thank you. That was a good trade. You enjoy potato. I get my lead back. You rascal. You little rascal. Let's get out of here before these goats get up to trouble. Come here, little guy. Some weird fucking noises you made there, dude. Alright, you can hang out with the llamas. I'm back. Welcome back. We managed to get potato. Well, maybe he has changed colors. I'm not entirely sure, but, you know. Can I offer you a potato in these trying times? Indeed. What do you want, another one? Here. Potato. A potat taming a potat. It's potato exception. Alright, where are we going? We want to find some donkeys. But I probably should sleep and make sure that it's daytime before I leave. Just to make sure. I see you. Luckily I do. Whatever things may be useful if you're gonna look for a donkey. No, not that. I obviously need this golden hole. For purposes. Lead is good. Boat is good. I don't even know why I have these arrows. I don't need them. Get them out of here. Stick. Stick is always useful. Cat. Feed a cat. Did you know that the earliest time that you can go to bed in this here video game is at 1832? Unless it's raining. In which case you can go to bed earlier. Is Patat still there? Yes, he is. They squeak. At any moment now. There we go. Alright. Donkey time. Let's go. It's the last piece of the puzzle. 1842. Is that a historical reference in Sweden? Probably not. I'm pretty sure this is coincidence, because this clock is not... This clock you normally don't see in-game. Since this is a additional data pack, so we can actually see stuff. It's probably just what happens to be the exact time that that the game states it as nighttime. Which, I'm gonna be honest, like 1830, like 6:30 p.m. That's not nighttime, in my opinion. It's like evening. Let's see if we can find a field anywhere around here that isn't the giant poppy field. Forget about the village that hangs out here that we saw earlier. This mountainside village. I feel like having your village be on the side of a mountain is very precarious, but very pretty. You just gotta watch your step. 6:30 p.m. is pretty early bedtime, but honestly, yesterday my whole brain was a platter of scrambled eggs and I should have slept at 6:30. Yeah. Well, it depends on your time zone and your season. True. I still, even if it gets really dark over here by like 4 p.m., I still don't see it as nighttime, because it's still evening, technically. Because for some reason, the writing on the clock is stronger than what it looks like outside. Now, forget, I don't think it's this mountain that has the poppy field behind it. I think it's this one. Yeah. Honestly, can't wait for it to start getting brighter earlier over here. And, you know, stay brighter a bit longer, because really makes you... I don't know, it's very hard to get up in the morning when it's fucking dark out. It's like my brain is like, I want sunlight for it to be morning. Or rather, for me to have the motivation to get up. Even, I can see it on the clock that it's clearly 9, but... there was indeed a hole. There's another hole over there. Here we have the oleum and poppy field. Felt that, yeah. There's something about sunlight that just makes brain feel good. As you can see, this flower field is completely is poppies and alliums. Only part of winter she's trying to stay awake early / late in the day. Yeah. We found them. My good people, we got him. What is a strong donkey? What about the other donkey that's wandering off of the cliff? How's your stats? Ooh, you're slightly stronger than the other donkey. Holy fuck, dude. Don't... Be careful. Careful. Like, it's really far down. In Minecraft, you get panic attack when sun's going down. In real life, you feel panic attack when the sun's going up. I'm getting late for work. Alright. Here, saddle. Yay! We got donkey. It wasn't that far away either. It was good to go to the poppy field. Now I wonder, can I get... There are donkeys even closer by. This field's just full of donkeys. Now this is the big-ass field. Got loader donkeys. What else when sun's going down in Mexico? I mean, I don't know what is the average time of the sun going down in them places? Because I imagine that the sun stays up a lot longer than it does over here. Considering we get the least amount of sunlight. Because we're so far north. Although at the very least we're not like the super north part of Sweden, which is some parts of the year there's just no sun. The sun just does not go up, and other times of the year it just never goes down. Oh yeah. I mean, I feel like that's sort of a universal thing when it gets dark out. You just don't want to be outside because people can be very bad. Depending on where you are. Oh, bad. Donkey, no. No good frozen. Okay, this is gonna be difficult. No, Donkey, no! Donkey, please come. It ain't no Skyrim horse. But this donkey can climb mountains. Careful. 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 Oh my gosh. This is the worst place to ride a donkey, in my opinion. You should not be riding donkeys near a mountain. Wow. Okay, we're almost there. Yay! We did it. I'm just gonna have you be on this one over here so we don't fill up the entire purple. Don't you dare leave. What do we name this donkey, man? The sweet, sweet donkey. Our last task complete for today. For some reason, my brain says something on the starting with the letter H. H? Did you know that the Swedish if you say the letter H in Swedish is H? How about Harvey? Welcome back. What's a donkey? I was thinking maybe Harold, but I have a character named Harold, and but actually, you know what? You could still be named Harold. Harold the donkey. Our final task complete. Hello there, Potato. Are you enjoying yourself? That Potato. Harold, 2! The other Harold. The Harold without a horn. Okay, grab the potato. Good boy. Why are you guys looking at me? You should look at the fox like in those videos where you see animals just kind of look at something small. Alright. Well, we have accomplished all 3 tasks today. 1. Well, I guess this is technically the last one. Get donkey. Get back cats. And build axolotl aquarium. They looking at doggo. It's like this videos where you see the little dog interact with all the alpacas that are just staring at it being like, what the fuck is this thing? Who is this? Who is this very small alpaca? But, yeah. We got some stuff done today. I feel very accomplished. Even though originally I was trying to think of like, what the fuck do I do to stream? Because I wasn't sure what stuff to do for today's stream. And then I was like, okay, we got a few things we can do. And I'm actually glad that I managed to do all of them. Small pot doggo. Hot dog is small. It's like this is the size of a dachshund. Or I think that's how you say it. Those little guys, the very tiny dogs with the short legs. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty good accomplished stream. Got stuff done today. Actually, all the things planned. We talked about some random stuff throughout the whole thing. I feel like that's a pretty successful stream. Actually, 1.51, which is small for a Scandinavian doggo. Imagine being tall. Wouldn't be me. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I think it was pretty fun. Also, chicken, please. This is my bed. Why you do this to me? Look at me. There you go. Don't worry, 1.4. Again, it's 1.51, not 1.65. I wish I was 1.65, but... Signature look of superiority. The chicken needs to look at me. Acknowledge that I am the one who owns the bed, but... I'm gonna call it for today here. I think it was pretty fun. Got things done. No worries. And I think it was pretty fun. I hope you people had fun as well. And I will be going my way, drawing some more things, because I got things to draw. Mission accomplished, indeed. And I will be back next week on Tuesday with more Viva Pinata. Not entirely sure. I think we're gonna work on some stuff to get some more Tims, probably, and then we'll see where we go from there. And then next Thursday with maybe more Minecraft, maybe even more Zoo Tycoon 2, because I've kind of sort of been feeling maybe returning to that, because it's pretty fun. That's overhead pot. Clank clank. Yeah. See y'all. Have a good day, evening, morning, whatever heckin' time it is. And I will see you some other time with more streaming. Bye bye.